Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast. Today's episode 25, Merry Christmas by the way. Today's episode 25 of the podcast radio show with me, Ben Lister. Today's interview is with Darren Sims, so here it is. Be out and talk to you in a bit.
Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast. It's 2021 and welcome to episode 24 of the Ben Lister podcast radio show here on Hull Kingston Radio 107.4 FM. It has been a while. How are you all? Right, the aim of this series is to chat to the great and good of the radio, entertainment and fundraising community. And this week, which is brilliant, and if the last 23 episodes are anything to go by, this one is going to be a cracker. Today's guest, he's a fundraiser and an entertainer in the whole region. He's a guitarist. He's even been on the One Show. He raises awareness about different things, and he's a fundraiser, and his name, and he looks like, and his name is, and he's been on this station once before, and his name is Mr. Darren Sim. Hello, Darren. Welcome along.
Hello, Ben. How are you? All right? Yes. Good. Thank you for having me on today. I'm really looking forward to it.
Did you like the intro?
Oh, I feel very honoured, and thank you very much. Yeah, I've very kindly been on Hull Kingston Radio many times, thanks to good old Pete, of course, and yeah, my dad's his rock for charity and everything. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're here to talk about your favourite thing, fundraising.
Yeah, I love fundraising. I've done it since I was a lad. Actually, my mum brought me up to be a good lad and said, "Go on, Darren. You know, you must help other people." So when I was at school, done different like sponsored walks and sponsored silences, which I'm sure she wish I do now, really. But we started big time raising money about 2007, and hopefully this Friday coming, we should hopefully reach the landmark figure of £1 million raised for different individuals, charities and good causes.
Brilliant. My favourite, as I say, my favourite fundraiser was of course, as you know, I was told this by a Capital FM presenter who I interviewed a few months ago, George Michael, who raised money for children's charities in London.
Yeah, he raised a lot of money, didn't he, George Michael, and a lot of things which people didn't realise. You know, sadly after he died, a lot of people came forward and said, "Wow, George Michael giving us this money to help us with this and this money for that," you know, and he secretly done a lot of stuff and done a lot of good in his lifetime, which was amazing.
Yeah, and I think they said he was a found charity man, and he raised charity money for an abuse charity, an abuse prevention charity in London.
Wow, yeah, I didn't realise that neither. You see, he done a lot of great things, didn't he, George?
Yeah, and he used to raise money for young children who were underprivileged as well.
And it's nice that people who've had that sort of wealth and fame give back to the people that have helped get them, you know, all their money and everything. And he gave away absolutely loads of money, didn't he? What an amazing guy he was.
Yeah, he's a lovely man. Anyway, shall we start? Question one, where did you start your fundraising career?
Yeah, that was in Bristol. As you can probably tell, listeners and Ben, that I'm not from around these parts. I'm from Bristol originally, but I've been in Hull for around 20 years now. I met a Yorkshire lass, and she dragged me up to Hull. So, but originally started in Bristol, and now living in Hull with my lovely family and my friends. I love it in Hull. Great place.
Nice. Are you enjoying the Hull then? Are you enjoying being here then, raising awareness?
Yeah, everyone's really friendly, and you know, what I do basically is I'm a professional musician, and I travel down to Bristol for most of my gigs each weekend. Do some gigs in Hull as well, and then when the pandemic struck, unfortunately all the gigs went, of course. So I became a delivery medical driver for Boots, and delivering all the medication to people in care homes around the Yorkshire area. And it's just been lovely to see the people that need our help, and having a chat to them, keeping them happy during the pandemic, and giving a smile on their face. Sometimes I sing them a song as well, you know.
Nice. Question 2, who were your inspirations in fundraising when you were starting out?
Well, one of my main inspirations was my mum. She's a big part of my life, and she lives with us up in Hull. I dragged her from Bristol. She lives in our house in Hull. She's always, like I said, inspired me to be, to be good and help other people. She does a lot of knitting for our fundraising, and she's constantly sat in her chair in her room. I take her in cups of tea. She knits Peppa Pigs and Minions and Wallace and Grommets, and she's literally knitted 2,000 Minions and about 1,500 Peppa Pigs, and that's all been a massive help to our fundraising, and they've gone all over the world. So I'd say she's my number one inspiration. But as well as that, I remember as a child watching Terry Wogan and all the things on the telly, Children in Need and so on. So I think they're my main inspirations.
That's good. Yeah. And now question 3, what is your favourite part about the job and being a fundraiser?
Right, well, it's this. The favourite bit is definitely we've helped so many families over the years. We've done a variety of things for different charities and different people who need us. Things like visually impaired children who need braillers, which is like a smart brailler, which is a child's form of a brailler. We've helped people who have got visualizers, who helps them see things. Also, non-verbal children, we've got eye gazers, which makes them communicate via their eyes to speak, which is absolutely amazing. Wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs, minibuses, operations for children to walk, and there's so many different ones which the public and my supporters have very kindly helped me fundraise for. The best thing about the job of fundraising is seeing the happiness and the way that you change someone's life. It's really quite emotional.
Brilliant. Yeah. Question 4, how has COVID affected your life and line of work?
Well, yeah, like I said, I was a professional musician since I was a young lad, almost approaching 50 now, so I'm getting on a bit. But I was, when the pandemic came, unfortunately the gigs went, like I said, so I became a delivery driver. And also with the fundraising, I thought it would actually affect the fundraising, and that, I know a lot of charities have been affected with donations going down, but for some reason, our fundraising has got even better, because I think there's been people who have had a little bit of extra money due to not being able to go out and so on. So they've been able to support all the different causes which we have. One of our current ones is a young lad called Cameron, who's 9. He has Norrie disease. He's deaf blind. He's non-verbal, and unfortunately, he's losing his mobility. So, hopefully, we should get to his £22,000 target by this Friday. Hopefully, and I'll get Ben to post a link of where, if anyone wants to donate, that'd be great. Even if it's a quid, it all helps out. But yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, COVID is, even though it's been terrible for most people, we've been lucky to still get some great donations from people.
Yeah, and also I love people, and I don't really go, and yeah, that's good. Question 5 now. What is your greatest achievement so far?
Well, it's really hard to tell, really. I think each and individual family what we've helped have been amazing, and helping them get reach their targets for their individual piece of equipment they need for their child who has special needs has been all equal, But one which sticks out in my mind really well is last year we still actually fundraising for this young lad, a young lad called Oscar, who's now 5. He has cerebral palsy, and he needs an operation to walk unaided, which we raised about £70,000 for, which is outstanding. We still got about another 20 or 30 to get his aftercare and rehabilitation therapies. But he's having his operation 15th of January, and then he'll be walking out, when he's recovered, the Bristol Rovers team. and he'll probably play a lot better than the Bristol Rovers team as well, which is quite easy. Anyway, last Christmas when we were fundraising for him, we done a Christmas song called "Put the Fairy on the Tree" by Daz, myself, and it got to number 19 in the UK official downloads chart, and it got played on MTV. So that was outrageous. We filmed the video at home because it was locked down, so my mum, my wife, my kids were in it, and then Oscar, who we were fundraising for, his dad and mum filmed their parts in Bristol, sent them up to me in Hull, and we put a little video together which is available on YouTube. So yeah, look it up, folks. Put the Fairy on the Tree, Daz, and it's on YouTube, and it's still available to buy, by the way. So on iTunes and that, you know.
Send me a link later on.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great.
And I'll promote it because I've got my friends one to promote as well. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're thanking them very much, Ben. That's great.
Yeah, which is brilliant. And that's your greatest achievement. Wow. And also, I forgot to mention, you do a lot of work for people who are unwell as well, with illnesses as well. That's
right. Yeah, we try and cover most aspects really, and mental health and disabilities, special needs. We've helped people who have been, they've lost loved ones at a young age and helped them with funeral arrangements, sadly, when they've lost someone. There's been so many different things, but we've got an amazing group of supporters, volunteers, musicians who play at the concerts, footballers who play at the football matches, family and friends. It's a massive network of great people. And then, of course, we have the great people in the media like yourself, Pete, and the local reporters, national reporters who've all really clubbed together and supported everything we've done. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone, because we've, like I say, this Friday we should hopefully reach £1 million raise, which is just, I can't comprehend it. It's amazing. Thank you, everyone.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Wow. And my last question on the list is, what advice would you give to young, aspiring fundraisers who are starting out?
Okay, yeah, I think the best advice I can give, Ben, is to never give up. Like with everything in life, is to give 100% of what you can. Fundraising is, as most people will realise, is very hard, and it takes up a lot of your time. But the rewards are just massive, because although we do things for nothing, which is great, the thanks you get and the gratefulness from the families you help is just all you need. And when you see that someone's life has been changed for the better because of the hard work you put in and getting people together, that's great. So yeah, young aspiring fundraisers, just keep going, give everything you've got, and do your best, like everything in your life, I think.
Yeah, brilliant. That's it for today, Darren, here on Hull Kingston Radio 107.4 FM.
Well, thank you for having us on, Ben, and happy Christmas and New Year to all the listeners. I think Ben has done a great job. He's my favourite DJ, so you look after yourself, young man.
I thought you would prefer someone like Bruno Brooks or Neil Fox or Chris Tarrant.
No, they're all great, but you're just that little bit better, Ben, really. So, keep up your good work, my friend.
I'm just the guy with autism, so I am.
Well, we all love you to bits, and you keep doing what you do.
Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me again. Please give it up one more time for the iconic Darren Sims. Thank you very much for listening. This will be available on Hull Kingston Radio 107.4 FM and realx.com website, and my YouTube channel. And yeah, in video form, so stick around for that. And I'll see you soon for another podcast radio show. But for now, until next time, that's for the 183rd time this year. That
was my interview with Darren Sims. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope it filled a gap in your time, and I hope you're happy. So yeah, Merry Christmas all. More videos coming in a bit. But for now, thank you very much for watching and listening. This year, more coming soon on the Chatbox podcast video side. So talk to you soon. Be hello, and that's a wrap.